Hello everyone, in this video, you will learn to identify the industries in which inventory management is important by inventory turns and dates. In a previous video, we looked at inventory over total asset. We now look at inventory turns or dates to measure inventory relative to demand. For industries with small inventory turns or large inventory dates, inventory management is also important. So, which industries have the lowest inventory turns or the highest inventory dates? Let me first give a refresher on inventory turns and inventory dates. By definition, inventory turns equals to the annual cost of goods sold over inventory investment. And inventory dates or dates of supply, DOS, equals to the number of business days in a year over inventory turns. Intuitively, inventory turns refers to the number of times in a year that inventory is sold and replaced. Inventory dates refers to the average number of days for which one item is held in inventory, or how many days of demand you can satisfy by the inventory. For example, Amazon's cost of goods sold in year 2014 is $62,752 million, and its inventory investment is $8,299 million. Thus, the annual inventory turns for Amazon in year 2014 is the ratio between $62,752 million and $8,299 million, which equals to 7.56 turns a year. Because Amazon is a retail business, its number of business days in a year is 365. So, the inventory dates for Amazon is 365 over 7.56, which equals to 48.27 days. To understand the importance of inventory by industry, let's look at inventory dates. For the US, consumer durables and apparel has a median of 120 days and the worst case of 364 days. Pharmaceutical has the highest inventory dates with a median of 160 days and the worst case over 700 days. For food and staple retailing, the best case is 2 weeks of inventory. The average case is about 1 month, and the worst case is more than 2 months of inventory. Clearly, the companies with the worst inventory performance in the same industry may have inventory problems. For China, consumer durables and apparel industry is doing better on inventory dates than its US counterparts. But its food and staple retailing industry was doing a much worse job, with the best case carrying about 3 weeks of inventory, average case about 2 months, and the worst case about 260 days. What is shocking is the inventory dates of its real estate industry. The median is about 1,300 days, and the worst case is over 4,000 days. In summary, the inventory distribution by industry is country dependent. For the US, consumer durables and apparel has the most inventory, with a median of 23% of assets in inventory and 120 days. In China, real estate is the #1 industry for inventory, with a median of 36% of assets in inventory and over 1,300 days. Despite this difference, the two countries share many similarities. For instance, inventory is important to food and staple retailing and the retailing industries of both countries. What we just saw is a snapshot in time. The question is, how does inventory change over time? For the US, healthcare consistently has the highest inventory dates throughout these years, which is followed by information technology and consumer staples. Energy has the lowest inventory dates in these years. For China, real estate consistently has the highest inventory dates throughout recent years, which is followed by healthcare. Telecom has the lowest inventory dates. Inventory may not be evenly distributed in a supply chain. Which segments of the supply chain and which companies may carry a large amount of inventory and thus likely to have inventory problems. For instance, is it customer-facing industry, such as retail, or distribution, manufacturing, or raw materials and components? The answer is clearly industry dependent. For instance, let's look at the world's food supply chain. And on the supply chain, let's show median inventories in dollar value. Clearly, the retailers, such as hypermarkets and supercenters, have a large amount of inventory and likely inventory problems. And brewers are also high in inventory. For technology supply chain, the upstream semiconductor equipment has a higher median inventory in dollar value than semiconductors, and they are followed by computers and electronics retail. The major companies by inventory are shown in the bubble chart, such as ASML, Applied Materials, and Tokyo Electron.